Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Welcome back to Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. If you're new here, we are so happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit on the notification bell so you'll be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please note the regretful comments. Thanks for watching till I will see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
One question that Chud asked her. Chud said, who ignited the fire? She said she doesn't know whether it was Bimbo or IVD. But 1 or 2 days after, Bimbo passed on from the burns. She didn't survive it. But before then, there have been some stories that came out about them. Even Bimbo herself was always posting the issues going on between them. And I'll just quickly read some of the things that was posted there for us. And one of it was that on a popular blog, um, after she passed on, somebody said, somebody wrote and said, sources claim that Bimbo confronted IVD on Wednesday, 2022. Don't forget she passed on 3 years ago. Over the constant beating she received, and a fight ensued. Neighbors claim they heard Bimbo screaming during the fight. The fight resulted in their house being set ablaze. IVD was said to have escaped with minor burns. Bimbo suffered severe burns and was rushed to the ICU that night. And they said this comes 3 years after the domestic abuse she's been suffering was made public. So that means 3 years before then, it was made public that she was suffering domestic abuse from this same guy, IVD. In May 2019, Bimbo, they said, regained consciousness after she was allegedly beaten to coma by her husband while she was 8 months pregnant. Then October 4, 2020, IVD released a video of him reconciling. I remember that video. After they released video of them fighting, later they now released video of them reconciling. And I remember that was when people say, husband and wife matter, make person dey carry mouth comot. So say with all the beating, they don't settle their fights. I remember very well that story. So they said on October 4, 2020, IVD released a video of him reconciling with his wife days after she released and exposed him and explained how she suffered domestic violence for 19 good years from this same man. I will still read though. They said and she wrote, I gave you more than I gave myself. One of the notes she left. I gave you more than myself. So loyal to you that I betrayed myself. She wrote back in January as she called for people to take her children away before they are destroyed. She also added that she entered into her marriage with good intention, but she has suffered so much in that union. She said she has wanted this marriage to end a long time ago. In a January post, she also recalled how she is the one among the 7 kids her parents had who is not a graduate because she paused her life for IVD. Bimbo was said to still be a teenager when she and IVD started a family. She said she paused her life for IVD. Like I said, I don't want to blame her. She's not here to answer questions. But ladies, as you are listening to me, if you decide to pause your life, even if a man say pause your life, you now say, I want to pause my life. You decide and you agree to pause your life. You know one thing, it's on you. Somebody can bring a bar and say, oh yeah, and say, I can bring a bar. And another person bring pounded yam. And they ask me to choose between the two. if I decide to choose eba, or maybe something I don't like to eat, let me not use eba. Maybe something that will purge me, they give it to me. And they now give me that thing, and I know say that thing go purge me if I eat am. I now decide to eat it. I begin purge. Who should be blamed? I. Now, number two, before you talk further, remember she was a minor, a 16-year-old girl who does not have the consent to say, I want to go and marry. So her responsibility, every decision she took, goes back to the parents who were able to watch her go to a man's house at that age. You can say they cannot force her, but something, this is what I tell us parents, especially if you still have young children, something is always making children to misbehave. I'm not putting a blame on her at this point, neither the parents, because she said among all her parents, all the parents of her children, the 7 children the parents had, she is alone was the one that was not a graduate. And most times in some families there will always be that black sheep. So I'm going to go further. So one of the voice notes that got released at that time, I'm going to read it out. She said, Ike, you and me know say I be ogbanje, I be initiate. Baba tell you I be your oracle. Many of you will remember this write-up. I was told that if I leave you, everything goes scatter. Where is the lie? Since me and you have been at a loggerhead, what has happened to you? Look yourself in the mirror. So that means both of them were not enjoying themselves. IVD no enjoy am. She sef no enjoy IVD again, but they refused to let each other go. Both of them were not happy. IVD no happy. She sef no happy, but they refused to let each other go. Maybe for her own side, she fit be say, I don suffer for you, you don get money. And I have had somebody, not once, not twice, I have had women say, somebody that said she was under abusive relationship. And I said, why don't you go? She said, go where? I said, leave the man. She said, leave the man. I said, yes. She said she will leave the man. And somebody will come into that marriage and be sleeping in the house she's sleeping. I was shocked on that day. There are some women who have that mindset, that instead of going, they would rather pie inside that house. So this Ogbanje matter where she talk is another aspect. Women, we tend to fool ourselves too much, and we tend to overrate ourselves. I have had a lot of women say it is them and their spirits give their husband money. Why that spirit no give you that money instead? Why will your own spirit look you, leave you, can't give man money and man money? Why that spirit no make you be the rich one? Why your spirit go make another man rich? Knowing for the fact that una fit leave each other. Abeg una question I dey ask o, because a lot of women have that mindset. A lot of women have that mindset that if they leave their man, because na their spirit dey bless that man life go kaput. Na lie. No, don't stop deceiving yourself. Because if na so, oyinbo wey dey divorce their husband, why their husband still dey make money? Na for our own society, one useless pastor and imam and whatever they call themselves will be putting rubbish in our head and say, ìwọ ni igi lẹ́yìn ọgbẹ́, you are the reason why he's making money. You are not the reason why he's making money. If that man refuses to work, he will not make money. If you refuse to do the needful, he will not make money. Stop letting anybody deceive you. Why that spirit no make you rich? Instead, let that spirit make you rich instead of making a man rich. Abi? So let's go on. She said, Baba said, if I leave you, everything will scatter. Where is the lie? I have always known that you were feeding off my glory. I will walk out of this door without your penny. But I swear to God, the next time I see you, I'll be writing you a check. I swear, This one, the only son I have, and forgive you for the sake of your children. But you see, this marriage, it's over. And I think she still went back after this promise, she went back to the marriage. So this is a case of two violent, abusive, toxic relationship. Unfortunately, she couldn't work out, or probably she didn't have enough liver to work out. She had 5 kids. She left 5 kids. She died at the age of 30, I think 38, if I'm not mistaken. She died at the age of 38. IVD is still alive. Now, IVD is not only alive, IVD is about to move on. He's not only ready to move on, he's even doing it publicly. This is what they say. When you pie, life continues. Now, let us talk about his relationship with Kilolo Wunje. His relationship with Blessing CEO. Many of you can castigate Blessing CEO for all you like. Blessing CEO say him be relationship therapist. He comes out telling you you don't need a man, telling you men are this, telling you you can survive without a man. Yes, you can survive without a man. Everybody, the way she puts it is that she's never even interested in a man. Many of you never knew she's somewhere collecting porn. Now una take advice. Now una depend on advice. Now una dey think say everything motivational speaker is very few, is very rare to see a truthful one that will tell you say no matter what you like me, I go tell you say no deceive yourself. Your body will still crave it. I still said it yesterday. I say Konji no dey respect anybody. Konji can make you go and open leg to who you are not supposed to open leg for if you are not careful. If you no discipline yourself. We have always been saying it. Work out. Work out alive. It's better to live alive than to stay and pie there. When you pie, life continue. Now, they try to pin it on this guy, say na him pie the lady. The guy said he was locked up. I listened to the interview. He was locked up for about 3.5 weeks for Olopa to do investigation. After investigation, whether na true, whether Olopa collect bribe or they no collect bribe, nobody can establish that. Olopa allowed him to go, meaning there is no case to answer. He walked out. I know when Blessing step up and started bringing him outside. I went to go and look at his past picture, and when Blessing brought him out, I say, wow, now this guy can't look like this. Blessing begin do work on him because Blessing wanted a man. Blessing where they tell you say they okay without a man. Blessing where they advise you about a man. He see man where they vulnerable. He see man where no know where in dey. He see man where need help. He see man where they on the floor. She stretch forth hands. Say, oh yeah, I am here to work with you. Oh yeah, get up. Now so he dey be with some women. She drag a IVD. Begin help am small small. The day she was to introduce IVD, many of us thought it was a joke. Many of us thought she was creating content. Many of us thought she wanted to get more views. Like play. She announced say dem get engaged. Like play. Every day, therapists, relationship experts is now telling us how sweet it is to be with a man. She has now become somebody that will tell you, say, early morning porno is very sweet. It's very necessary. And you can see the way she's glowing now. Like play. We begin see, at a point, she even said she get belle. I don't know whether not true. But I was watching everything as it was playing out. I say, is this in joke or true? Can it be true? Can it be lie? But like play. She helped IVD to stand on his feet. Now, IVD responded to some questions in that interview. When they called Blessing a friend, he said, no, IVD, he said, Blessing CEO is my wife to be. He corrected them right there and then. meaning this one. And they ask him, have you ever cheated on her? He said, never will he cheat on her. You know why? I see some people blaming IVD. Some are blaming Blessing. Are you saying they should not continue their life because somebody decided to pie inside a relationship? She had opportunity to walk away. So many opportunity. But she was staying because Baba told her if she walk away, that if she walk away, oh, IVD life will scatter. In some of her message that they said she put out, that leaked out, that she's the one, she carried this one for him. She did this for him to be successful. And for that, because she see say he don successful, oh, with the beating, she refused to leave. Na person wey dey life, na im dey chop. Na person wey dey life, na im dey get second chance. IVD got second chance through Blessing CEO. Was IVD truly responsible for the pie or not? It was just a speculation. Some quarters say na Bimbo wants to burn the house as she wan comot. Na im the fire catch am, burn am. That na she wan burn the house. Say before she comot, oh, their house, she go burn the house down. And truly, let's be honest with ourselves here. I'm not blaming Bimbo, don't get me wrong. Everybody gets me wrong, Enyilemo. We have some vindictive women like that. That will say instead of me to leave, àwọn náà máa ń sọ kàkà kékú má jẹ sèse, á fi ṣàwàdànù. Instead of saving their lives. Instead of running for their lives. So that they can live to tell the story. So that they can live to see tomorrow. According to the story. Na two sides of the story we hear. One said, na Bimbo wan buy, he wan burn the house. Na she wan burn the house down. Say she no go leave the house for the guy. The guy say, no be him burn am. Some people say, the people that talk, they can't even establish it. Say na Bimbo, na IVD burn am. They could not establish it. Because they asked that friend, was it Bimbo that burned the house? The lady said, she cannot say. That all she saw was that Bimbo was screaming for help and she came down and she saw IVD and Bimbo, but Bimbo was engulfed in fire already. But IVD had slight burn. Who they talk true, who they tell lies, the person that is supposed to shed light is not alive to come and shed light on what happened on that day. Because the friend was not physically present. She was upstairs. Now noise she hear when she rushed down. Now I want us to quickly listen to the interview for just Mutimaki Beso kò ní pẹ́. Ṣé rí bọ́n ṣe ń kíìsì àwọn ẹni ẹlẹ́ni. Ṣé rí bọ́n ṣe ń kíìsì ẹni tó kú ló gbé. My daughter said, and she said, I will deprive you. Àbẹ̀rẹ̀ IVD bó ṣe ń dán. You've got say. I have never been more excited to live in the state of Maryland than I am right. For us women, as you are watching this video, no talk say because you be woman. No talk say because man don't offend you before. Be logical on this case. I listened to IVD. Everything she said he went through. Whether na him kpai Bimbo, police couldn't confirm. Whether na Bimbo kpai herself, police could not confirm. Of course, they left him later. But I remember Blessing CEO and one lady, Easy, they drag this case for long. I remember there was a voice note. Was it voice note or a little video that came out where somebody was saying they said they should go and buy IVD in his house. Now, the same children, whether not true, whether not lie, IVD said, alleged that they are not being well taken care of. Now, because of children, you stay for marriage. When it was not working, because of those children, you for think of those children too. Carry them, come out. Carry those children, come out. Now you are not alive. The same children are being taken care of. If them beat them, there is no one to cry to. If they no treat them well, there is no one to try take them to. Yes, Blessing was detained by Bimbo family when that during that case. Ìgbà yẹn náà fi jail ẹ̀.
You from that fatherly love, you will not see your father.
You never imagined that you were going to do life with her.
Yeah.
And the tragedy happened. It happened. And I know the backlash that she went through on social media, or is even still going through, because there's always going to be those comments of, yeah. What do you say to people who might be watching this video up to this point and they're like, are you serious? This is true. How could you move on so quickly? Somebody that you were doing life with died, and then you're all loved up again with another
With
person
another
saying
woman,
you do
publicly.
life with her again. People watching, some people watching might be like, you know what? Hold up. Like, how are you even doing this? Can you speak to this?
All right. At first, it was never in my intentions to do life with her. I just got to know her. We started talking from while I was in detention. Started talking, and I think after I came out from after Banti finished their investigation, and I went to court. They gave me bail. I came out, so she invited me to her office. You know, from there she started counseling me. You know, from there. But
He's not done.
Because I want to say, I just wanted to chip in just quickly that is it professional to have a client-customer relationship? Am I supposed to? I should answer that. Yeah.
Okay, because I was even coming to you to also ask you the same question, like what to speak to people who think that you should.
I know, I remember, Omoli.
So can I go back?
Yes, please.
So
I remember Blessing started defending him. Okay? So, if you listen to the guy, he said it was in the process of defending him. Some people now told him that there is a lady that has been defending you on social media. He said that was how they linked up. And, you know, Ekabo, Ekwataro, Báwo níṣẹ́, ó ti dé. And they linked up, and from there, you know, according to Blessing said she had to help him through, because I thought of it too, that the guy would need a therapy. She went to rehab, he went to therapist, and he went through all those things before he became. And if you were watching them from the beginning, you will see that initially when they started, IVD was not comfortable coming outside. He doesn't show his face. When Blessing will be dancing and shaking his body, the guy will be doing like this. It's either he's using his wristwatch to cover. If you noticed, initially he was not bold enough to bring his face out. Initially, he was not comfortable. How Blessing talk him into it to start, because I am not against them relating. Somebody have to marry somebody. Ẹ̀yin ni kẹ́ má tanra yín. Somebody will marry somebody. Either you say Blessing took advantage of his vulnerability, Blessing did this, Blessing did that, but the man think they strong, then they enjoy each other. Abi? And apart from that, Blessing CEO was standing like somebody that was helping him. Blessing CEO is just like a woman that is going through situation. If that woman sees a man around her trying to help her through it and she's single, anything can happen. One thing can lead to the other. It can happen. Now, if we reverse this story now, let us assume that on this story, IVD, God forbid, na him kpai, Bimbo, na him dey alive now. MU say, ma'am, you are so wrong on your analysis. A husband should protect his wife and give her peace. Bimbo never had peace with his man. Let's start from there. He is not a good man. NU, if you marry somebody wey no good, what are you supposed to do? I throw that question back to you. What are you supposed to do? I agree with you. Bimbo no be good man. He was supposed to give her peace. Somebody is not giving you peace. Why? What are you supposed to do? Can you respond to me? If you say I'm wrong on my analysis, I agree with you, I'm wrong. I agree, I am wrong, like you said. My analysis is wrong. A man is not giving you peace. Then what do? You force him to give you peace. Can you please answer me? You will force the man to give you peace. The man has decided. If you listen to the interview of the friend, at the point when kí ló ń jẹ́? At the point when Bimbo was crying, if you can look at the way the friend said the story of how even in pains, IVD was even still fighting Bimbo, getting upset and getting irritated. It means that at a point, IVD does not want Bimbo too. He was tired. He was tired. He doesn't want the relationship too. If the relationship becomes a constant abuse, that means the both parties should part. If a man constantly abuses you, he doesn't want you in his life, but he wants you to take the move and move away. You say I'm wrong. If a man constantly abuses you, marriage is all about peace. Marriage is all about going into a relationship and knowing, yes, you are covered, you are at peace, you are happy. You had everything I read out. A marriage that is 19 years. For good 19 years. You are being abused. And you stayed. At that point, she was not a minor anymore. At that point, she could make a decision. IVD should not marry any man. Torí pé kí ni? Abẹ́ ẹ̀ máa gbọ́ women for women. Ẹ máa wo comment sister mi yẹn you. Yes, she was meant to leave. But the fact is, IVD should not marry any woman. Okay, wants to marry. What will you do? Why should he not marry any woman? Torí pé kí ni àti kí ni? What did he do? I'm asking you. The only comma I see in all this is publicizing it. Why should he not marry another woman? Ojowu. He should not marry another woman. He should not move on. He should end his life. Ìyẹn lẹ fẹ́? Okay, NU, reverse the case. Let us assume this case, IVD is a woman. Bimbo na man. Are you going to say the woman should not move on? Please answer me honestly. Give me an honest answer. Tó bá jẹ́ wípé IVD ni obìnrin, Bimbo ni ọkùnrin, and that ọkùnrin don kpai, the man don kpai, despite everything, are you going to still say the woman should not move on? This is 3 years. This is 3 good years. This case happened in 2022. Kí ló dé tí o lè move on? Why can't he move on? Probably was too soon. How soon? 3 years. 3 years too soon. So are you telling me a widow, let's assume it's a normal circumstance, so a widow should not move on, or a widower should not move on? You detect the time they will move. Or is it because he's moving with a public figure? Ìyẹn lẹ like. Is it because he's now moving with a public figure who is out there? Is from social media she makes her living? Is from all this noise that she makes her living? Okay. Who dey fine? Change it. Now question I dey ask oh. If we move on. God, thank you, Auntie Nike. A pastor, after the wife kpai, e no reach 1 year, he move on. Coupled with the fact, say this is a relationship that will have ended his own life too. With all that he went through, police arrest him, investigate him. His business became standstill. He was ostracized because people thought say na him kpai the wife. Whether na true, whether na lie. He should not move on. So if IVD na your pikin, don't say it cannot happen to you. Oh. Let's assume IVD na your pikin. You go say make you no move on. You will say the same thing. Your point is he is not a marriage material.